Hello guys, you won't believe before I start this video that I record the video almost 4 times already. I don't know. Yeah, so many distraction. Okay, let me focus now. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you know, is your boy Gedson. And today I have some nice topic that so many people have been asking me, like how do we trade a basic? No, what do you look before you take that trade? So there is like few or three that I look in the market most of the time for me to be able to do it, to catch my trade. And another thing that I'm gonna share with you guys. So the first one, the first characteristic that I'm gonna look at is to see how market break this area. Why did the market refuse to respect this zone? That is what I'm gonna look. Then how do I take the entry from here? Because I know this one, let's say this one was like this. Then I know this one is most of the case is a strong supplier where market has to come and sell again from there. I don't take it straight like this to go to the upside. The only thing I do, I want to see if market is going to create liquidity, go, come, and so I'll take this one as a liquidity, then I'm going to buy down. Why I'm doing like this? The only scenario that I'm avoiding is market do something like this, then go again. You see, we use first the breaker, then market return back here, then continue again. So I'm trying to keep my patient and try to see what market is going to do. So this is the first scenario that I'm going to look. I have to see how market is going to create the liquidity. But this doesn't mean that it's going to remain like this. Sometimes market just going to come here straight and go to the upside. I'm going to show you guys, I think, in gold. Maybe I'll try to go to gold so that you guys can see. Market just going to come here and continue again to the upside. And I like them more on GBP USD because they're happening a lot. They're happening a lot in GBP USD. And another thing also that I look at, let's say market just come create something like this. I'm expecting this one as my strong demand for market to do something like this and go to the upside. But market just create something like this. So the only thing that I'm going to look at, okay, what I understand in terms of supplier, I know I have a drop, then market create a base and market create another drop. But one thing that you need to pay attention to is not like because you have here, let's say market leave a candlestick example like this, then you know like, okay, this one, when market is come back, market is going to hold. Sometimes market doesn't come there straight. Sometimes market doesn't give something like this, but market just give you a clean break. Then what do you expect next? So the only thing that I'm expecting is if I see something like this, we break this one, then I'll target this one for me to come to the downside. Or I'm just gonna wait for market to give me a reaction already in the zone. Then I'll monitor it on the low time frame. If market can do something like this on the low time frame and break this one, then I take it inside here. Or if I want to take a risk entry, I'm just gonna take. Now the question is, like, where do you put your stop loss? If you take an entry here, there is people that they'll say, I'm gonna put my stop loss here. And there is people that say, I'll put a stop loss here. What is the safest place to put a stop loss? This is the safe place to put your stop loss because this one is the above the eye that creates this low. And you know already if market can come, sometimes you're going to see we have a decision point here. Market just give you something like this, go there and drop. So in most of my trade, I like to take this one and to take this one. Who knows, maybe this one is going to be the one that is going to send the markets more to the downside. And another case is, let's say market is already break like this. We know this is liquidity. This is a strong low because it's break, it take out liquidity. And let's say take liquidity to the downside and break structure. What do you expect? You want to see market if it's going to create an inducement somewhere, then we take it from here. What happens if market do something like this? Boom. You know already all this is your candlestick that caused the manipulation. You can have maybe this one on H1 or H4, the whole candlestick, then shift to the low time frame. Then from the low time frame, maybe you might find there is a block here. Then wait for market to come here. Then you trade. You take it from there. You go with it to the downside. This is so simple. This is how I look at. And another case that is more like important that I see that so many people sometimes they don't understand is let's say you have market just come to the downside, create something like this. This has become your zone. then market drop again. What do you wait for? You are waiting for market to come here so that we can sell. Then market come and give you a break. Then you expect again, okay, I have a basic no. Sometimes they can even trap you while you are trading basic no. Then you are saying, oh no, okay, since I have this zone, no liquidity, no whatever, then you yourself, you decide to do what? To buy from here again. Then market do something like this, go. Or either market is just gonna come here, hold from this zone. Where do you gonna sell again if you wanna sell? This is what me I look at the market to come and fill this area. So I wait for market to come here and go, or market just from here hold and go down again. This is what I'm going to look at. And or either you're gonna have, let's say you have inefficiency maybe somewhere here. This is why you have your inefficiency. Let me just delete these things properly. Let's say you have inefficiency somewhere here, then markets come break the area. What do you see? You need to wait for this inefficiency. Market is gonna do whatever it want and get and fill. Then people don't understand why is the market selling it. There is no decision point. Check to your left side. This is how people they ask me, like, how do you do these things? You know, those kind of stuff. So it's nothing complicated that I'm just gonna tell you. No, it's more complicated and whatever. There is things that you need to look like a magic. No, there is no magic in all this stuff. It's just that you need to apply. And without taking my time, let me just guys show you. The only thing that we're gonna start is, do you see this zone here, this candlestick? I know so many people, they'll say, no market return here because we have the order block. No, it's not because of we have the order block there. It's because there was a decision point that was there and market did not do anything. You see, this is the last buy, sorry, the last sell. Then market buy, then market sell. What do you expect from this zone? The only thing that I was expecting from this zone is because market is already created this area. You see, this the people they call it bullish engulfing, something like this. So we wait for this candlestick, the one that is going to happen after that. Then we buy it from here, we go to the upside. But you see what happened? Market just come to the downside, mitigate this area, return again back to that zone. So they can do it. They can continue selling. Then they sold so huge and target this low. But what happened again from this area? Do you see this candlestick? Do you see this one? Do you see this candlestick? And check what happened. Market come. And here what people, they'll say, no, market come here and respect because there is this hidden base. Now you need to understand that here we have a rally, we have a base, then market rally. Do you see this area? This area was a strong demand zone. Check how many times market come back. If you can count yourself by these weeks. But if market break this area, what do you expect next? You're expecting market to do what? To come and drop from here. The same scenario happening here again. What do you expect? Like the one people they teach, more logic, they says, we need to see the last candlestick that helped the market to break structure. This is the last candlestick that helped the market to break structure. What do you wait? And some people, they'll say, no, this is an engulfing candlestick, and when market is coming here, this is what we are going to sell. But check what happened. Yes, here they come for the first time after all this liquidity. This is not a proper sell, because when we're expecting a sell, we're expecting market to come and run this low. That is what we expect. Now check what happened. Market went to the upside. You see, market rally to the upside, break this zone. What do you expect next? Because we have this clean candlestick, we're expecting market to come back inside here so that we can do what? We can buy to the upside. But check what happened. Market break the zone, mitigate this area, and so many people, they are just happy to say that market is gonna buy more. They just buy because they know there is an order somewhere that they did not use, so they have to come and fill their orders. After they fill their orders, do you see what happened? How they went to the downside. This is how you need to look at this market. There is nothing that is more complicated. Another scenario again is here. You see, we have this. You see this inefficiency. But what do you see? Sometimes you don't even need to go to the low time frame for you to go and refine something that does not even exist. And market get there, we fill this zone, and we go to the downside. Even if you check inside here, there is something that is more important. Let me just do something like this. Okay, before I explain that, let me show you because I see another thing. No, I think I've already explained this. Yeah, I've already explained this one. So let me show you guys. Let's say if we go to, how can I say it? Let me delete all this stuff. I think I'm just gonna done only in GBP USD because I don't want the video to be like long so it can be confused. Okay, let's say we have, this is the decision point that we're expecting market to do what, to come and let me go first to H4. Let's say this is the decision point that we're expecting market to come and start buying from here. What do you see here? You see what is there? As you can check by yourself. How many people will say this one is the inefficient price without understanding market is coming back because of that? So this is how it's happened. And check again from this area. What do you see here again? We have this candlestick. This one took all the liquidity. Then what you understand is all this candlestick is the candlestick that caused the manipulation. Let's say if you want to take a trade because I see market break structure, we took out that low. So where do you take the trade? How do you know that market is going to sell from here exactly, or market is going to sell from here, or market is going to sell here? Because you don't understand what is happening in this case. If you stuck on H4, you don't know what is happening. Let's say example, I go to H1. What do you see in H1? All these candlestick, we're doing it like this. All these candlestick, we are doing it like this. What is this? We have a drop, we have a base, market rally, then market break that zone. What makes that zone? It makes that zone, it was a base, ignore. Then market come back to fill the order. Then they fill their orders, market continue again. Or if you doubt that zone, you can even do something like this. You can even do, this is when you understand about the SSR things. Then you know this was a strong SSR because this area was a significant zone where we have a support, resistance, then here to become, what do you call it? A support. Market, when it breaks a support, it return back. But what is the most important things? Most important things for me is this one. That is more important. That makes tell me that market is gonna come and hold from there. Again, same scenario. What do you see here? We break again this low. So now ask yourself a question. Where is market going to hold? That is the only question that you need to ask yourself. We have again a rally. This one was the cause of all this stuff. Then market just hold from here again. Now, how many people they are going to hold for market to return back to the zone so that they can sell? You see, the moment you understand, or there's also another people that they, like what Michael shared a few days ago about this consecutive candlestick, the one they go, this is where change in the state, something like this is said. So this is the order block, and this is what makes that zone more important. Let me go to M30. I'm sure you might find something again on M30. Yeah, you can see by yourself what is happening. What is this? I explained to you guys the same scenario again. You can go to M15. I'm sure you're going to get a full candlestick from here that you are going to use. Even if you check here, first time they use this one. They use this one. Why sometimes I need the proper liquidity? Because to avoid all this scenario, and market keep on dropping. The same thing like happen over and over. It's just that the moment you understand what is happening and you know how is your base playing and this kind of stuff, you know already what you're going to do and how you're going to take your trade. This is why you see me using this Eden base. The only thing that I request from you guys is go back to your chart, back test, try to understand what is happening. Every time when market ignores some levels, what they're doing and why markets come back to that zone. What is that they're doing for them to come and collect their orders? This is what I look, guys. This is what I look. You can check of them like anywhere you want, you're gonna see it's happening like every single day, every single day, every single day. Ask yourself, why is the market buying here? What is this? Inducement. We come to feel the order that was there. They just come back, they fill their orders again and again and again. This is what I look, guys. This is what I look. I look in the market like, let me see, why is the market coming back? Here people, they'll say, no, there is inefficiency and whatever, but you need to get the precision of where exactly market is going to do what, market is going to sell or buy. Because if you want to use the inefficiency, all this is going to be your inefficiency zone. That is what is going to be. And your 50% is there. But check where market return. If you understand about the SSR again, you know this was a strong support and resistance flip. Then markets come back to come and fill that order for them to go. I can sit here and go back to the chart. Just in GBP USD alone is enough. I can show you these things like everywhere. They are just there. They're happening. They are playing like every single day. So yeah, I hope this video is gonna make sense to someone. And I know a lot of people ask me a question. There is one guy called, I think, Manuel or Emmanuel, something like that. He asked me about how can he trade these things. Then I decide I have to make a video. I cannot share it to him alone because I have a lot of people that they want things from us. They want things. What you see here, okay, we can say QML, but I saw a manipulation. Market did not hold here, it break down, goes up, come and trade inside and take over. Or people that they trade QML, they'll say this is a QML. This is a QML because this is what the QML law, or we can use the body for the QML to take over. Something that is just so simple that require you to open your eyes and train your eyes to see. If you don't see, I don't know. If you don't see, I don't know. Do you see this area? Do you see what happened here? So simple, guys. So simple. You see this candlestick? So it is what it is. If you want, you can use the Eden base, whatever we call it. So you can use these things from here. That's what we can use. But you need to understand why it's happening. Not every time you see there is Eden base, but sometimes it's there, you can use it. And why this one? Why does it make it more valid? Because I saw that one here. Because this one was more trap even for people that are trading supply and demand. For people with SMC and whatever, they got trapped from this one because most of the people, they expected a buy from this. Even if you put all these three candlesticks, this is why people, they expected buy. Then check what happened, market get here and take over. Something so simple, something small, something crazy again and again. Sometimes you see market is buying at a certain area. You don't even understand. Why is the market buying there? No, because they use something that they did not use it previously. So they come back for it, for them to come and fill their orders. You see, even here, if you check here, what do you see? We break, we trade above this eye, we trade again below, then we take over. So it is what it is, guys. And I hope this video is going to make sense to someone. So please, guys, enjoy. Don't forget to comment, like, and share the video. Thanks. And please subscribe.